Good morning, incoming kindergarten parents. My name is Megi Asano, and I am a kindergarten teacher at Robinson. I am going to take you through a day in kindergarten.
Let's get started. Welcoming the students to class.
Although each kindergarten class starts their day a little differently, we all start by letting them in the room. Greeting each student individually as they come in gives us a general idea of what their mood will be for the day. Good morning, Lila.
Good morning, Mrs. Asano.
Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning, Mrs. Asano. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
We got circle sharing.
Good morning, Andrew. Joseph. Good morning, Sadie.
Good morning.
Once in the classroom, students may begin on the rug or they may have activities to do at their tables.
The morning meeting.
The morning meeting usually consists of saying the Pledge of Allegiance, taking attendance, the lunch count, a song or maybe a story, and the calendar. We teach many of our kindergarten math standards through the calendar. Some of the math skills we teach with a calendar are the days of the week, number recognition, counting to 100 by ones and tens, odd and even numbers, place value, patterning, and the weather.
You know, the weather is really a science standard, right?
Time for snack recess.
At snack recess, students bring their own snacks to eat. Then they have time to play with their friends. It's also time to probably tie a shoe or maybe take a nap.
Workshop.
All teachers in the district have been trained in both reading workshop and writing workshop. Using a workshop method allows teachers to teach students strategies for reading and writing so we can meet the needs of each student at their individual level. Not only do we want to teach students how to read and write, but we want them to develop a joy and a love for reading and writing as well.
Reading workshop.
In reading workshop, students select the books that they want to read. They get to choose both just for fun books, which are books that are of high interest to them.
I just love nonfiction books, especially ones all about cats.
And just right books, which are books at their individual reading level. Along with their chosen books, they also read books selected by the teacher for instruction during guided reading. All their books are kept in their book tub to read during reading workshop. Each reading workshop lesson begins with a mini lesson where teachers give direct instruction to the whole class, focusing on a skill, strategy, or behavior about reading. Students are currently learning how to use their super reading powers to become super readers. After the mini lesson, students practice what they have learned independently. Students sit back to back with their partners so they can concentrate on reading by themselves. After about 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the time of the year, the students then turn and read with their partners where they can share what they have learned or discovered.
Writing workshop.
As with reading workshop, writing workshop begins with a mini lesson where the teacher focuses on a skill, strategy, or behavior about writing. In kindergarten, we focus on 3 types of writing: personal narratives,
Those are books all about the student.
informational writing,
Kindergarteners love being the teacher and writing how-to stories.
and opinion writing.
As you know, kindergarteners have a lot of opinions and they aren't afraid to tell you all about them.
After each mini lesson, the students then go back to their seats to write independently. The students all work at their own writing level. As you can see, we run the whole gamut in kindergarten.
Kindergarten teachers are the best at decoding kindergarten writing.
The teacher then conferences with the students, both individually and in groups, to reinforce what has been taught or reteach as needed. Students are then given time to share what they have written. At the end of each unit, students are given the opportunity to publish their favorite stories to share with the class.
Math.
In the area of math, the district has trained teachers in CGI, or Cognitively Guided Instruction. CGI is an approach to teaching mathematics that is student-centered. As a result, students build connections and relationships among mathematical ideas so that math makes sense to them and the math is meaningful in their lives. Some of the activities we use to promote mathematical learning are counting collections, both independently and with a partner.
Dude, kindergartners love counting with a partner.
Solving word problems using a variety of different learning strategies.
There's always more than one way to solve a problem.
Choral counting and number talks, just to name a few.
Talking about numbers is like totally rad.
Lunchtime.
At lunch, students can either buy a lunch from the cafeteria or they can bring their own. This is the time for them to socialize and get to know one another.
Social emotional learning.
Social emotional learning is a huge component of the kindergarten curriculum. Students acquire the knowledge, attitudes, and skills they need to recognize and manage their emotions, demonstrate caring and concern for others, establish positive relationships, and make responsible decisions.
Wow, that's a lot of things to learn in 1 year. It's a good thing it's retaught and reinforced in all the grades.
In kindergarten, the students are taught about the brain and how it's like a muscle that needs exercise to grow. They also learn about some of the different parts of the brain, especially the prefrontal cortex, or the PFC, the amygdala, and the hippocampus.
The PFC helps us make good decisions.
Students are given lots of brain breaks where they get to stand up and move throughout the day.
Other fun stuff.
Kindergarten students visit the school library once a week. There they get to listen to a story from the librarian.
I just love listening to stories about the ocean.
They also get to select one book to check out.
Thank you, Manhattan Beach Ed Foundation.
Students go to the science lab once a month to do fun experiments to prove whether their hypothesis was correct or not. They might add water drops to the top of a shaving cream cloud to see how rain falls, or discover the fastest way to melt an ice cube.
Just so you know, the answer is not by dropping it down your shirt.
Or they might try to figure out how much force to put on a toy car to make it stop at a specific point.
Thank you, Manhattan Beach Ed Foundation.
In Makerspace, students go twice a month to use household items to solve challenges.
Kindergarten students just love using their imagination to create fun things.
Some of the challenges include creating a parachute to save Santa if the reindeers accidentally take a corner too sharp, or to use Kiva blocks to build the tallest tower, or maybe make kindness buckets and write bucket filler notes to each other.
Thank you, Manhattan Beach Ed Foundation.
Parents come in and teach young at art lessons to the students about 6 times a year. During each session, students learn about various artists, the art history associated with the artist, and they get to experiment with a variety of media and techniques.
Thank you, school PTSAs.
Other possible activities.
Winter Sing, the 100th day of kindergarten, 5th grade buddies, and various performances. Some field trips might include the Manhattan Beach Public Library, the Manhattan Beach Fire Department, or the Manhattan Beach Police Department. Thank you so much for coming. We can't wait to see you next year. Bye. See you soon.